You're listening to Alabama Tradition with Ryan Fowler and Martin Houston on Tide 100.9 in Tuscaloosa.
Get 15% off a set of BrakeBest Select, Select Pro, or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors now at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Championships, 27 SEC titles, 131 first-team All-Americans, 70 postseason appearances, 39 postseason victories. This is Alabama football. And this is Alabama Tradition with Martin Houston and Ryan Fowler on Tide 100.9 and streaming on the Tide 100.9 app.
Overtime edition. Alabama Tradition, the past, present, future of the Alabama Crimson Tide. We continue with more phone calls. We're doing a Dreamland score prediction day. If you want to get in, you can do it. We'll be with you until 7 o'clock. A chance to win a Dreamland gift card, a 2021 calendar, and a mini print. Supersonic Car Wash, Big Mike's gift card, roses, courtesy of Pat's Florist in downtown Tuscaloosa, 1010 Queen City Avenue. Your chance to get in, you give us the score, and you give us Mac Jones passing yards. And let's go to Bubba and Calera. Bubba, good afternoon. You're in the game.
Man, the game has stepped up its game. You guys are giving away some fantastic stuff. That's unreal, dude.
Hey, we try. I bust my butt to try to make sure that the package is where it needs to be for the best fans in all of college football.
I'm telling you, man. Well, I mean, you got probably the best show anywhere. You let callers talk instead of when they call in, they say 3 words, and you hang up and go, yeah, let me take it from here. So that's one of the best things about your show. And now you treat us like royalty, man. You're going to spoil us, Ryan. So that's okay. I like it.
I try, man. I try. And we'll add some other things to the grand prize. And I'll do weekly contests that we'll take it to the next level. I know I've got some gift cards for Southern Ale House. We'll mix in nukes in here. Now, also keep in mind for those who, because we built a lot of new listeners throughout the offseason, keep in mind that we'll do our Dreamland contest today, and then on Friday we do a Brian Harden Construction SEC Parlay Pick contest. We take Free For All Friday, and we put that on the side for a few weeks, and we do a Parlay Pick contest. So that'll be a lot of fun as well.
Awesome, super awesome. Let me go ahead and give you my score and everything, and then I'll tell you why.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to give a score of 52-13.
52-13.
And the passing yards is so hard to figure out. I'm going to say 220. But, I mean, with the running game, I think we'll lean on that a lot. It could be a little less. But if you throw a quick little hitch to Jalen Waddle, he could take it 80 yards, and that could run your totals up in a hurry, for either Mac Jones or whoever's quarterback. But I think Alabama's going to blow this team out. I just feel like they are not limping. They are hobbling in this game, crawling in this game, Missouri. And Nick Saban saying that he likes this team. He likes where their mind is at. He feels like they're motivated. They've got something to prove. I feel like Mac Jones, after the Iron Bowl last year, he came back in the Michigan game and played real well. But I just get the feeling that wasn't enough for him, that he really wants to show that he can lead this team. And I think the kid's a good quarterback. And it never hurts to have a superstar coming right up on your heels. And we know Bryce is going to get to play. Don't let Nick hear that. Nick and his, how do you know? So, but, I mean, we know he's going to get to play.
Why do you think he's going to get to play, Bubba? Why do you think he's going to get to play? Why do you think?
I remember that. So, yeah, but, I mean, I don't know. We think he's going to get to play, and he's going to run that offense. And I just feel like with the offensive line, and Mac Jones, I think he's going to have a great game. He's going to want to start it hot. He's going to throw it. He's got plenty of weapons. I think Najee, and I love Brian. I'm a big Brian Robinson fan. I just am. He's going to have a great game. And I'm excited to see the defense like everybody else because you're just curious after all the injuries last year. And, we heard so much talk about Pete Golding. He's not right for this. He can't get this done. And I can kind of see that side of the argument. But at the same time, you lose your two starting linebackers. You put in two true freshmen that don't know how to make calls, checks, and read offenses on the field. It can hurt a lot. Now, the missed tackles, no excuse for that. But other stuff, I'm just curious to see how. But I really think that this team is looking to make a complete turnaround from last year. Not that last year was awful, but I don't know. I think they're going to put it all together, and I think they're just going to blow Missouri out of the stadium. I really do. It could go higher than it could get the 60 range.
27 points, according to the experts in the desert.
Yeah, I really feel Nick's going to want to see what he's got. He's going to let them play. He's going to let them play the whole game. These kids are hungry. They're ready to play. And it's just, I just think it's going to get ugly quick. And we're just going to run this team out of the stadium. And it's just going to be fun to watch. And as fans, we're just so hungry for this. It can't be here quick enough. So, and like everybody else, I want to see the kickers. I want to see the punter and the kicker. And then I want to see punt returns. I want to see Jalen Waddle. I think Missouri would be crazy to kick to him, but I think they will. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him take one back to the house. So, anyway, just a lot to look at this week. Obviously, the first game is always a lot to look at, but I don't know. I think everybody, especially the players and the coaches, are going to be amped up for this game, and it's going to be a blowout quick, and it's just going to go from there. So,
yeah, I kind of get excited as well. This team just trying to find, as Nick Saban said, establishing that identity of this team. Who you want to be? And I think we'll have a good idea if that, if that defense is back.
Yeah, you want to see, like you said, the identity you want your team to be, and then like you said, who's the headhunters, who's the dogs, who's the leaders of this, who's going to step up. We pretty much know, but at the same time, who's going to step up and lead this team, by voicing their opinions on play and on the sidelines, after a series, who's barking at the younger guys, telling them to get in position to make the plays. Are they making the tackles? Are they doing what they need to do? And there's a lot we want to see get put together. And like Nick said, this is the first game is when everything happens. So it's, it's just, the only bad thing is, what's today, Tuesday? It's like, it feels like Saturday night's never going to get. And bad thing, Saturday morning gets here and I'll be all jacked up. Then I'm going to wait the whole day for my team to play. I'll watch other teams, but I'm just like, So anyway, but I'm excited it can't get here quick enough, and I'm ready to roll.
Yeah, so am I. And it's a good distraction for all of us to get away from, COVID. Wear a mask, get a mask on. You got a mask on, so it'll be good. Hey, Bubba, let me get as many calls in here as I possibly can. 5213-220, Bubba. Thank you, man.
Take care, buddy.
Right back to you. Let's go to Dwayne in Tuscaloosa. Dwayne, good afternoon, man. You're in the game.
Good afternoon, Ryan.
Good afternoon.
And to move things along, I'm going to go ahead and go. My score is going to be 56-10.
56.
And Mac Jones passing yards is going to be 275.
All right, you're the only guy that we do this. Tell me an Auburn score, because I know you're an Albie.
31-20.
Kentucky.
Yeah, right.
Okay, all right. 31-20 Auburn. We only do that. We only do that for charter members, and you're a charter member. You've been with us
I appreciate that.
So 31-20. I always write this down below your name, so I got it.
All right.
Thank you.
I started to really have fun with you and say the score of the Alabama Missouri game was going to be 48-45. But I said, I want to go. I actually want to win, so I'm going to give a score that I think it's going to be, and so. Anyway, it'll all be good, and it'd be good to see SEC football back.
Yes, it will be. Dwayne, have a great afternoon.
All right, you too.
Thank you. Dwayne in Tuscaloosa. Dwayne has been calling us for probably over 20 years. This is my 20th year in radio. Dwayne is an Albie, but he's a guy that's been calling us for many years, so we appreciate providing some diversity to our show. We'll take more calls at 205-342-9904, 205-342-9904. Bryant, jump in here, man.
Yeah, I knew you guys have been doing score predictions all day, and I haven't been around to give it. So, if you're willing, I'll give you a score prediction.
Okay. You're going to be with us all week, are you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I just know that today's score prediction day, so, I thought
But you're ineligible for this package.
Oh, I know that. I just want to give my wisdom.
Well, I just got to put that out there. I just want to make sure that.
I mean, everyone needs to hear my wisdom, so.
Okay, all right.
So, what's the question along with the score? Because I've heard.
Mac Jones passing yards.
Passing yards? All right, so I'm saying the score is going to be 45-17, and Mac Jones is going to get 273 passing yards.
273. 45-17, 273. Thank you, Brian. And I'm going to put ineligible right here. Did your team win this weekend?
They did. Go Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray, the whole package. We're looking good at 2-0 right now. I'm feeling good.
All right. Let's go here. Kevin in Tuscaloosa. Kevin, good afternoon. You're in the game. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey.
I'm actually in Louisville, Kentucky.
My apologies. Kevin in Louisville, Kentucky. My apologies. Good to have a new listener up there. I appreciate you calling in.
Yes, I've been listening for a while now, and I never get the chance to call in because of work. But since you have overtime on Tuesdays, maybe that'll be my day.
Well, thank you. And we'll do this Dreamland Score Prediction Day every Tuesday during the football season. Then we'll do a parlay pick contest on Friday, and your chance to add a few prize package to the cabinet, and then the yearly grand prize package. So just have a little fun, reward the faithful listeners, and we're very appreciative of you guys.
Yes, it's a lot of fun to hear all the scores and stuff being predicted and all the ideas that are out there and how people think games are going to go. And here I am sitting on hold, and I watch the guy that you have, or listen to the guy you have right there in the studio actually take my score.
Oh, did he really? Okay, well, but I mean, that's okay. I mean, he's ineligible, so it's okay. Yeah, if you want to do 45-17, that's fine.
I want to say great minds think alike.
Okay, all right. 45.
Thank you.
17 and
45-17,
right.
and I just think that the defense is probably going to have a little bit of rust and may give up a few more points than we like.
Okay.
Until they, get back together and gel together with Moses in there leading the way. And I think Mac Jones will probably have about 227 yards passing.
All right. 45-17, 227. Kevin, what's your overall thoughts of this football team as you try to look at it, try to project what we're going to be about this year?
I'm highly optimistic about this team. I mean, it's it's just something about, getting back to what we're supposed to be. And, going into the season last year, we kind of felt the same way, but as we got going along, we kind of thought, well, this, things weren't going as well as we thought. So I'm hoping that this year's a little bit different, and that the defense will get everything put back together. And I think offensively that I don't think we're going to miss a beat with Mac in there. And then if Bryce gets in, and I just don't think we're going to miss a beat at all.
Well, the defense is where it's going to be. The offense, I think we're going to be great. I think we're going to be able to, really get back to bloodying people's nose at the point of attack. We're 334 average across the front. And, I tagged Kyle Flood in a tweet last night talking about his offensive linemen and the grocery bill that they would eat up at 334. The smallest guy is Alex Leatherwood at 315, 312, 315. That's the smallest guy. Your center, Landon Dickerson, at 325. I mean, you begin to look at this team and you go, they should be able to push some people around.
Oh, yeah. They definitely should. And since I have boots on the ground up here, all this talk about Kentucky, I don't think these people actually know there's a football game this Friday. They know that basketball starts here next month.
Oh, I'd love to aggravate those guys. I bet they but at least, they'll give – I mean, we heard an Auburn caller just a couple of minutes ago. I mean, they're giving this some confidence in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
So, it would be nice.
All joking aside, they're supposed to have a really good offensive line, and with everything that Auburn lost on defense, maybe there is something to it. I don't know.
Well, what if you look at – what if Auburn would have, loses this weekend – Mississippi State, I don't want to put too much, but at some point, Mike Leach is going to get somebody. Somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it may be
Definitely,
this.
I agree.
It may be this weekend. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I'm just saying at some point they're going to get somebody that they're not supposed to beat, because that offense makes you think. I also think that about Lane Kiffin, but I think he's a little bit more limited with his players. I don't think he has the personnel to
True. Yeah, not yet anyway.
So, all right. Well, 45-17. Kevin, thank you for listening to us up at the Bluegrass State, man. Please tell your more
All right.
Tide friends, and I appreciate you calling. Don't be a stranger.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. We will come back. I'll take Robert in Brookwood. I'll take Ellis down in up in Manchester, Tennessee, and Brett down in Mobile. If you want to jump in, you can do it right now on the game. I do remind you about Pastor's Mexican, the kitchen, Pastor's Kitchen, Mexican food, McFarland Boulevard. Go out and see those guys. Great tacos, great chimichangas, great fajitas, the chips and salsa, the Pastor's Dip, the appetizers, lunch and dinner options, Pastor's Kitchen, Mexican food in Northport and up in Northside. And also don't forget about the great pizza up there. That's always an option. We'll continue with more of the game. Tide 100.9, the home of Alabama Crimson Tide Sports.
O'Reilly! You need parts? O'Reilly Auto Parts has parts. Need them fast? We've got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Tide 100.9 WTID-FM. The station in Tuscaloosa for ESPN Radio. Your home for Alabama sports. Tide 100.9 and streaming on the Tide 100.9 app. You are listening to Alabama Tradition with Martin Houston and Ryan Fowler. Your connection to Tuscaloosa and the University of Alabama athletics on Tide 100.9 and streaming on the Tide 100.9 app.
Man, this guy could sing. Have you ever seen him in concert?
I have gone to his bar in Columbia, though, South Carolina. It's a fun time.
Well, 3 o'clock song used to be, and did Marquise made me change that. He did.
I want to state right there, as I asked you personally, can we make this the 3 o'clock song? No offense to Marquise. I love me some Marquise.
But Marquise changed our 3 o'clock song. He for some reason, he didn't like Darius Rucker.
And you know what you told me, Fowler, and I'll quote you on this one. That man can hum a tune.
He can. Have I always said that? I mean, you potted it down too quick, man. I mean, that was just beautiful. I mean, but I went down and I had a chance to watch him. He's solid, man. Well, I mean, how many guys can go, two different genres there and appeal to both? So I saw him down at the Am a couple of years ago. All right, so let's continue. Darius Rucker / Hootie bringing us back. Robert in Brookwood. Robert, good afternoon. You're in the game.
What's going on, Mr. Ryan?
I'm having a great day, man. Great day. Life is good. Football, 96 hours. And
football weather, just great outside.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. It really is. It's just, and you know what? I've got a full sheet of paper with predictions. You guys are going to make me get out another sheet of paper. I mean, we have filled it up today.
Well, 2 weeks ago, I predicted Georgia Tech over Florida State, and I didn't have a prediction last week because there wasn't really no games I thought worth. But I'm going to pull one this weekend. How about Missouri over Alabama? No, just playing.
Hey,
watch out for Florida State to bounce back and upset Miami. I'm looking at that one. So
okay.
That's my upset special.
Okay. So you're going Florida State to bounce back.
Yeah, I think the loss to Georgia Tech might have woke them up. Miami's kind of getting that cocky attitude. Did you see the game? By the way, I meant to say this year. Did you watch the Miami Louisville game Saturday night?
I listened to it coming back.
Okay, they had the turnover chain, which is a new one. It's embroidered with diamonds.
No.
Fancy.
They've had it for a while. They copied Alabama. Now they'll tell you that
Alabama
copied us.
They did, but they made a new one in the shape of Florida. Anyway, the first turnover, they all went to the sideline. Of course, the camera's on. They got to act the way Miami acts they have the last 30 years. Do you know what one of them idiot players did? He pointed at that chain, and I read his lips. He said, "Next year, Bama." You've got to be kidding me. You ain't
give
made
me a break.
This year. He did it. I read his lips. I could not believe that. We got him the first game next year in Atlanta. I said, you idiots, you're going to get a beat down. I can't wait. Miami's Miami, and who cares for them? But I'm going to
But, that talking has always got them in trouble. I love when Martin Houston tells these stories about Miami talking prior to the game. When we stomped a mud hole in them down in New Orleans, Gino Torretta, Lamar Thomas, all those guys. I mean, it was great. I mean, it couldn't happen to a better bunch, man. They love to talk that smack, and you would think their fans would fill up their stadium before they try to start talking smack, but they can't fill it up this year. I know,
but do you ever notice
that's the normal crowd for those
about
guys.
The Hurricanes? Even the years that they were great, that they never really had much sellouts. I mean, it's like I don't know what goes on in Miami.
I have no clue. But there's really no interest in their games. And that's a private school, so it costs you a pretty good penny to go.
Yeah. But they somehow managed to get the athletes to come there over the years, or used to anyway.
All right. Robert, give me a score, man. What do you think?
Man, there have been so many. We can't have the same score as other people, right?
Sure. No, but you beat them on a tiebreaker. That's why we do it.
You know what? I was talking to Jumbo yesterday and today, and we got all this hype about our defense, and I kind of believe we are going to be a lot better this year. But until I see it, I'm pulling a doubt in Thomas. I can't believe it. So I'm saying 45-21 Bama.
All right, 45-21 Bama.
I hope it's going to be less than that. Mac Jones, I don't think he's going to play as much as we think. I think we're going to run it up pretty quick, and I'm going to keep his passing number low. I'm going to keep it at 199.
Okay. 45-21, 199. I got it, man.
Yes, sir. Is Martin there?
Martin is not. He's coaching high school football.
Yeah, that's right. Got to meet him real quick. Got to meet him Friday night. He signed my Alabama helmet. I appreciate it, and he's just a class guy.
Oh, very cool.
They have a very good team too.
Him and Copeland celebrated a birthday a couple of days ago.
So I wish them all the luck.
Yeah, him and Copeland are both coaching over there. So
they've got a very good defense.
And when your heroes kind of become old heroes. John was my first Alabama jersey that I ever owned was John Copeland's, and John and I did radio a little bit. I filled in for Crimson Cover with Chase Goodbread, and they still do it on the television side of things, but we had it on our station, and I saw where John, he's going to get so mad at me. John turned 50 yesterday.
Oh, man. But how quick that has passed since 92. It just seems like just the other day, George T. was running Lamar Thomas down, still in the ball from him and go the other direction. To this day, I've never seen him play like that, duplicated. Incredible. What a team.
I know it. And,
coached by a Junction boy. That's why, our tie-ins with Texas A&M is a lot closer than what people think. But, man, what a class act Gene Stallings is. We're going to miss him one day when he's gone, that's for sure.
Hey, Robert, I got you, man. 45-21.
All right, brother, have a good one. Yes, sir.
Thank you. We continue. Let's go up to Manchester, Tennessee. Ellis, good afternoon. You're in the game.
Good afternoon, Ryan Fowler.
Oh, it's always good to talk to you. I didn't know if you were going to be able to get in.
I done like you said. Be ready when that person says, you say thank you for calling. And when you do that, I push the send button.
How long you been trying to call today?
Probably since about 5 o'clock.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, I'm going to go out and I'm going to hire George Soros's protesters, and I'm going to get more phone lines here.
Hey, I'm happy. It's football season. People are calling in. That's a good thing. You have got a lot of new callers. I've noticed. To me. But you're awesome, Ryan.
Man, no. You guys are awesome. Without y'all, I wouldn't be here. No. What I appreciate the nice gesture. But I'm telling you, could you imagine me sitting here talking for 4 hours?
Can we? I can't imagine not getting to listen to you for 4 hours.
Well, we'll talk about it. I mean, we're covering this, man. 96 hours and 35 minutes.
Oh yeah, I work for this guy that's a Georgia fan, and he heard you say 90-something hours. He goes, "Y'all are crazy." And I go, "What?" He goes, "He's got it even down to the hours now. I've listened to him say days. Now he's down to the hours."
I mean,
and I go, I said, I can't explain it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, maybe we could get them some passion. I mean, we need them to be passionate. I'm tired of going up and taking candy from a baby up in Knoxville. It's about time those guys kind of wake up a little bit.
Yeah. But I got a guy that's a big Tennessee fan. He said, book it this year.
Listen, tell them that the off season's over. They've won the off season like they've done for the last 7 or 8 years. Now it's playing season.
I told
who does Tennessee play, by the way? Who do they open up with?
South Carolina, I think.
Ooh, over in Columbia.
Yeah.
Ooh, that Jeremy Pruitt thing.
But watch out. That right there could be a trap right there. Never know.
Hey.
Never know.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt my feelings one iota.
I want to tell you something so y'all can think of me. I got a call from my doctor today.
Uh-oh.
Where they done a EKG and a chest scan where they could give me clearance to go have that surgery on my thumb. Well, the EKG come back abnormal. So they called me and they're sending the stuff to my heart doctor, and I'll probably go and see him or the next day one. So
okay, well, listen, God's still in control, my brother.
Yeah, I don't know what it is,
well, EKG is a great measurement, but they may have to do some. Have you ever had a stress test?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had one back in April or so when I had it done when all this COVID stuff started because I was having problems.
Well, you never know, but don't get worried about it. Let those guys. But listen,
no, I'm not. I'm not worried about it. I just
if there is something,
I'd let y'all know so y'all could keep me in your prayers.
Yeah, and if
it might not be nothing. It might not be nothing. It might be something that something simple. But
and if there is something, they can get to it. And man, the things that used to be where you would have heart issues or you'd have issues that now they can do so many things. They can do so many things. I mean, it used to be where they had to split your chest open, pull your heart out, and do an open heart, and artery or vein replacement. Now, they go in through your groin and put a stent in. It saved a lot of open heart surgeries, and it's increased a lot of years, man. Medicine.
Oh yeah.
Medicine is incredible. Ellis, give me a score, man. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I know I didn't mean to rattle on.
No. You didn't rattle on. I'll be thinking about you, man.
48-17.
All right. 48-17. Mac Jones passing yards.
Well, he'll have 100 and how much did Pat say?
Oh, Lord.
100 and what?
128.
He'll have 128 in the first quarter.
All right. What will his total be?
300.
Got it. 48-17, Ellis. I appreciate you, man.
All right, roll tide, Ryan.
Right back to you. Let's go down to Brett in Mobile. Brett, good afternoon. You're in the game.
Hey, Ryan. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm having a great day. It's a great day to be
Good.
alive. It's a lot of scores. It's a lot of fun. It's just, life is good, man.
Yeah, these are the days when I worry about the Church of the Blind playing us. But
yeah, but you worry about most games, though. So
I do every single game. I do worry about Ohio State playing 8 games instead of 10.
I agree.
And us playing 10, and how's that going to affect the playoff picture down the line? Because they have a pretty easy picture from what I've seen.
It's going to be an easy walk-in. I mean, I've said it multiple times. I'll be shocked if they're not a part of the conversation.
Oh, they'll be in. They'll be in unless Penn State pulls an upset or Michigan. But the only thing I worry about, offensive line, But back in the day when Alabama played teams like Nebraska, back in the day when they were heavyweights, teams will find a way to play against us, and I don't know. I worry about everything, but I'm sorry. I just hope that our team's prepared. I know they will be. They will be. I think we'll win 31-9. A&M's probably going to be more of a test.
You said 31-9?
31-9.
31-9, and then Mac Jones passing yards.
205.
Okay. That's a fair number. Vegas has got it at 27.
I think we're going to run the ball.
I do too. Maybe we should, and maybe we'll do this on Friday on our SEC Parlay Pick Contest presented by Brian Hard Construction. Maybe we'll do Najee Harris total rushing yards.
Well, I know you didn't ask that question.
Well, yeah, but I mean that would be that'd be kind of fun. I mean, because I think I would think that he would go over 100 easy.
Maybe. It's the first game. Missouri's going to be. They're not going to quit. I mean, they're going to be there. It's their first game too. So, I mean, of course, like I said, I worry about everything. But
now I want to.
I worry about.
I want to take you back to the 70s. Were you worried about that game when we played Missouri?
Which one? The one we lost? Or
the one we lost to. I'm just.
I cried like a baby. Yeah, I remember that game.
How old were you, Brett?
Oh, wow. I was, 11, 12, something like that?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, I remember that game. God. That was very disappointing. Oh, God. Games like that Coach Bryant, that we get in other subjects all together. But Saban, I think, is a different animal altogether. But he's hopefully we're prepared. Excuse me. I'm just anyway. My wife's wanting to say hello to you if you don't mind.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. We got a little bit of time. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, let her say hey, please. I'm sitting there just rambling. I don't want to bother you, so let her say hey if you don't mind.
Okay, no doubt, Brett.
All right.
Now hold on. Hey, Brett.
Hey, what do you want me to tell him?
I was going to ask him, why can you not call by yourself? I mean, being the president of the Twitter army, why can you not call by yourself?
I can.
Okay,
I
mean, we need more female callers. So,
okay.
I mean,
Brett kind of took over my position there. I was calling every day, and then he got so excited about it. But then your hours changed, and so now he has to wait until Tuesdays. Not for tacos, but to be able to call the show.
Ooh, yeah.
Because you didn't get home in time.
Tacos sound good. I mean, when you said that.
It's Taco Tuesday.
It is
Go get you some tacos.
Hey, how are you guys doing with all the damage down there?
We did. I mean, we really didn't have any trees down. We just had like a messy yard, and our power went out for about 24 hours. But, I mean, it was a mess in the other areas. Once you cross the bay, I mean, maybe you'll have some damage, but, I drove over there and took hurricane supplies and stuff that I've been getting donations and stuff, because it is just unbelievable. It's just something, when you've been over there so much, pretty much your entire life, it doesn't even look like the same place.
Wow.
It's really, really sad. Y'all keep us in your prayers over there, because, that's like our second home. And, my brother just got a brand new condo in Perdido Key in Florida, which is like just past, when you go past the Alabama line, the state of Alabama line, and then you go all the way down and you're about to turn and go over that great big bridge that goes into Pensacola. That is where he was, and it just was wiped out.
How was Joe's place?
She had a tree that came and took out a part of her roof in her bedroom.
Okay.
But they're repairing that while luckily she lives in Montgomery too.
Okay.
So she's just staying at the ranch in Montgomery while they're repairing her bay house. Yeah. So, well, that must be nice to not have to worry about it. But, they're working really hard over there, and everything's going to be back to the way it was and even better. That's just the way that the community is, and we're just all getting together and pitching in, and everybody's really being good about bringing stuff over there and, just volunteering, and it's amazing what you see when something like that happens.
Well,
just starts lending a hand.
I talked to Will Lowry yesterday. Will was part of our program, and we're going to feature him every single week. But Will lives down in the Foley area.
He's right outside of Gulf Shores.
Okay,
Foley is not. It's like you go through Foley right as you're going down 59 and heading towards Gulf Shores.
Okay, so he told me
it was hit bad.
He told me, because I asked him, I said, compare it to the April 27th, 2011 storm, because he was here in Tuscaloosa. And he said it's just different. He said, but the sustained winds, he said it's like, the tornado was in and out in 10 minutes, right? I mean, it did the damage of 7. He said the thing he said all night, you're just sitting there.
It just stayed there. It just sat. Remember, we talked about that when you were going to
Destin. Yes,
and
I do.
I said, you just want it to just the faster it's going, then the less damage you're going to have. You can have a tornado, a hurricane that's a 3 or a 4, and if it just flies through, you may not have as much damage. We didn't have much damage in Katrina or Ivan, because it was it just moved through real quickly. But this one, it just sat there. It was moving at 1 and 2 miles an hour, and it just beat up the Gulf Coast and all around. And the worst part was it kind of went up, and then it went over, and then it just kind of came up in y'all's area too. It just lasted forever. We woke up the next morning and it was still whistling outside. So, but I know you got to go. I just wanted to say hey to everybody in the Bama Twitter Army, and we got football coming this week.
Yes, absolutely. No, hey, Kit Kat, we're all excited. Well, thank you for being a part of the show, and I always appreciate the tweets. You do an awesome job out there. Thank you. Hope you have a great night.
Tell the crew they do a great job, and the music's been just awesome. I'm just loving the music. So is that Paradise that's taking care of that?
Paradise is part of it. Bryant's part of it. Josh is part of it. I think they rotate. I don't know how they select the music, but they do a good job.
Keep it up. Roll Tide, y'all.
Thank you, Kit Kat. Kit Kat and down in Mobile, and Brett in Mobile calling us and getting a score in at 31-9. Ken, don't go anywhere. You're next in Tuscaloosa. Tide 100.9, the home of Alabama Crimson Tide Sports.
Barkley View. O'Reilly.
You need parts? O'Reilly Auto Parts has parts. Need them fast? We've got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly.
Auto Parts.
It's awesome. Having some fun. Have some fun, man. Talking Alabama Crimson Tide football on Alabama Tradition with Martin Houston and Ryan Fowler in Tuscaloosa on Tide 100.9 and streaming on the Tide 100.9 app.
Mostly cloudy this afternoon. A few isolated showers are possible through tonight. The high today 75, tonight's low 61. Tomorrow mostly cloudy, the chance of an afternoon shower. A better chance of showers tomorrow night, the high at 74. I'm James Spann on the ABC 3340 Weather Center on Tide 100.9.
The host of the game, Ryan Fowler, and the host of the Martin Houston Show, Martin Houston, have combined to offer a show filled with in-depth analysis of Alabama football and more. Alabama Tradition broadcasts live on Tide 100.9 every Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. and is available live and on playback on numerous affiliates around the Southeast. Check out alabamatradition.com for a list of affiliates, as well as other great content.
Now you guys are trying to suck up. What do y'all want? What do y'all want? What are y'all looking for? You want me to get that Pepsi out of the Buffalo Rock prize cabinet?
Nothing, dude. I just want to listen to Hootie.
All right, let me get back to these callers here. Ken, I appreciate your patience, man. I'm sorry you had to wait a couple of different times. I hope all is well, man.
Yeah, man, everything's good. You can definitely tell it's game week.
It is football in Titletown. Oh, it's football season.
It's kind of, football started a couple of weeks ago, but it feels like the season's just now starting with the SEC getting back in.
It is. Well, it's kind of like the warm-up, right? The bread and sauce definitely is great, but it's time to get some ribs.
Yes, sir. Definitely. I tell you, the guy was talking about the George T play back in '92. That's the greatest play that never happened.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize that it did not happen.
No, not on the book.
Yeah, but it's hanging up on my wall, man.
Hey, that changed the momentum and the whole game. That play, man, it killed them.
Yeah, because
it absolutely killed them.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I mean, if they scored there, not that it would have. I thought they were out of it, but I mean, it would have given some momentum to them.
Oh, definitely. And you talk about Martin telling stories about them running their mouth. I played high school ball with Derek Oden, who's middle linebacker on that team, and the stories that he tells about them running off at the mouth so much was just hilarious.
Wow. Yeah.
They were not shy.
No, it was like the city boys against the country boys, and we gave them an old-fashioned woodshed whipping.
I just remember them putting the camera on Toretta's face that first play he was in, and he looked around, and there was 11 men on the line of scrimmage, and he was like, "Oh my good Lord, have mercy!" Oh, it was good. I know you got to.
Well, I love when, and I haven't had Gino on in quite a while, but I need to get Gino back on because Gino would always say this story about looking up and seeing all those guys on the line of scrimmage, calling a timeout, going over to the coach and saying, "Hey, what do we do? I don't know. Get back in there, snap a ball, and we'll try to find out the next drive," because they didn't know. They didn't know.
They didn't have a clue.
Yeah. And
it threw them off, man, big time.
what an architect. All right.
Okay, here we go. Let's go 46-10.
46-10, Missouri. I'm sorry, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, easy now.
I'm just kidding. All right, and then total passing yards for Mac Jones.
217.
217. 46-10 and 217. That's a fair number. Thank you, Ken.
Man, you have a good day. Bye.
Right back to you. Let's go to Jason in T-Town. Jason, good afternoon. You're in the Dreamland Score Prediction Day. I hope all is well.
Doing pretty good, Ryan. How about yourself?
Life is good. Football season. I've made it to the second sheet of paper, which doesn't happen quite often here, but it did today.
Yeah,
I guess we're all desperate for some football.
This is like the lead up to Christmas Day for a lot of grown men. I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, but tickets got electronically delivered today. So we got a big prize today for those of us who were lucky enough to get any tickets. So, I was really wanting to try and go to this game, but man, this is going to be the first kickoff game that I'm going to have missed in 17 years. So I can't fathom paying $250 or $350 for a ticket to go watch us just cream Mizzou, and it's quite a drive. It's like 9.5, 10-hour drive. So I'm going to sit this one out.
I'm looking right now. You can get in the door tickets for $175 on StubHub.
Oh, okay. They've dropped, but here's the thing though. You can't just buy a single ticket. A lot of the tickets you have to buy them as a pair.
Ooh, okay.
But that's not a horrible price, but it's sure not a great price either. So, I really see us going in there, basically having a warm up game before we have A&M the next weekend. I think it's going to be something along the lines of a 44-13 butt whooping. Obviously, Bama's going to win that one.
Repeat it one more time.
44-13.
44-13. Jason in T-Town, and give me Mac Jones passing yards.
I'm thinking about 245.
Okay, 245, 44-13, 245.
I think we're going to utilize the running game, especially in the second half when we kind of put it on cruise control. Hopefully, Coach Saban isn't listening and didn't hear me say that, but I think our running game is going to take over for quite a bit of this game after a little while. So I don't, Mizzou's not a pushover. They're an SEC team, but I don't see this being much of a game, especially after the first half. I really don't. It just kind of is what it is. Let's get this home game going because everybody's excited about this. It's just different this year, but everybody's still excited about this. We still got college football going, and that's what a lot of people love more so than professional sports, especially in the state of Alabama. So
no, I'm ready, and I'm going to try to pace myself. I know we got 3 days tomorrow, and I've got some huge guests on in the coming days, and I don't want to announce everybody, but just to kind of maybe can help us kind of control our mentality a little bit, just to kind of get us through and some good conversation. And we'll do our parlay pick contest on Friday, and then we'll do some things tomorrow that'll be a lot of fun, and we'll see if we can.
I'm about like you, Ryan. I really, I'm hoping that Kentucky can pull off a win, but I'm not expecting it. That would be really just a great start to the college football this season if Kentucky could pull out a win and we could go up there to Columbia and get a win ourselves. We'll see what happens, and I'll be watching that LSU Mississippi State game as well just to see if there's any trickeration on that game. So man, it's great to have this feeling of college football back. It really is.
There is no doubt. Hey, Jason, let me get to these final two callers. I appreciate you, man. I got you 44-13 and 245 for Mac Jones. Thank you, Jason.
Yep, absolutely, brother. Real time.
Right back to you. Thank you, man. Let's continue. Let's go to Steve. Steve, good afternoon. You're in the game.
35-10.
Say it one more time.
35-10.
35-10?
55.
55. Okay, 55-10. And then give me total Mac Jones passing yards.
245.
245?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Steve, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. 55-10, 245, Steve. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day. Let's go to Max over in Tupelo. Max, we got about 4 minutes. You wrap it up, man.
Ryan, I've been trying to get in with you since 2:30, man. It's definitely game week, ain't it, brother? Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. I'm about to go WWE up in here, man.
Elbow from the top rope. I love it.
Yeah, I'm about to just – I'm trying to control myself, just trying to pace myself. I want to save something for
check,
Friday.
Ryan.
Yeah, I want to save something for Friday. But we got a little something planned and later this week, and, Lord, I may go explosion. So life is good, man. We've made it. I was counting down a couple of minutes ago. It's been 268 days since the last time we played. It's been 192 days since we had this darn scamdemic. I'm ready for some football. We're now down to 95 hours and some change, 96 hours and some change.
The country needs this, Ryan, after what we've been through. I mean, seriously, our society needs football. We need real football.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready.
It's healing, man.
It is healing. It's therapeutic. It's good to get the game back. It's good to get it back in a mindset of, just something we enjoy. I mean, for the last 192 days, there's some groups of people that don't want us to enjoy anything, including, church, eating out, and it's good to get football back and the mindset of just, getting back. I mean, it's fun.
Well, there'd be nothing more enjoyable than seeing them old Wildcats beat Auburn on Saturday. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I just think that's a homer pick, man. I'd love to see them get toasted right in the mouth, but
I don't know. Kentucky's good and experienced in some areas where Auburn is not. Like Kentucky's strengths match up pretty good against Auburn's weaknesses or inexperiences. I don't know. I think it's a real thing.
I think you got crimson color shades on.
Man, they got some white stripes in them too.
It's got like those. You remember those old service station sunglasses that you would get? You remember those that had like the
yeah.
The outside was like you could have like a script A in the middle of them. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. I wear those.
I would if I could find a pair, but I haven't seen them in a long time.
Well, it's proverbial. I mean, I don't, legitimately wear them, but I wear those.
Hey, Dawson is a guy that's been a homer for a long time. We used to play John Conley with rose-colored glasses. We used to play it as his walk-up music.
I love it.
So, all right, Max, I got 1 minute and 30 seconds, man. Tell me about it.
Okay, well, look, the guy was talking about the play that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that never really went down in the stats, that Teague taking the ball away from the guy. The other one, what about when Pro caught that ball against Southern Miss and trapped it against that kid's back, took it away from him?
Yeah,
when Pro caught that ball and trapped it against the kid's back, what about that one? It's one of the greatest plays ever.
Whew. But now hold on. That one didn't get called back, right? I mean, that was a touchdown.
No. That went down in the stat book. That as a matter of fact, that started our comeback. We were down 21-0.
Okay, but yeah, and it was a Thursday night, rainy, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it wasn't. But when you go back to me, 2nd 26, I think it's the greatest play in Alabama history. Devontae Smith ran up 2 and Tonga. I mean, because it's a national champion walk-off.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. Yeah. That's hard to top it.
Hey, Max, give me a score, man. I got 40 seconds.
52-10. Mac Jones, 280 yards.
Okay.
And I think the score gets that way because our young, up-and-coming, hungry defense gets 1 or 2 touchdowns.
Oh, man, that'd be nice. That'd be nice to get back on that.
Waddle may take one back on a punt.
All right, make sure you call back tomorrow, Max.
Well, I've tried to call the past 2 days, man, but it's been too busy.
If you don't call us, we'll call you.
Okay, man, roll tide.
Roll tide. We got to get out of here, man. Alabama tradition, always fun. Big thanks to Brian. Big thanks to Josh. Tommy, I remind you that we call this program The Game, and the only way that you can win the big game, the game of life, is to walk daily with our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. We thank our law enforcement officers, EMTs, firefighters, emergency personnel. You guys are incredible. We don't say thank you enough. I'll talk to you tomorrow at 2 o'clock on Tide 100.9.